Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to The Binding of Isaac. In the last part, we beat the shit out of Mom and didn't fare so well against the devil, also known as Shao. I have no idea how to pronounce that. More importantly, we got two new characters. Cain, for collecting more than 55 coins in a single playthrough. We got the dollar bill like 3 times. So we attained a lot more than what was needed to get Cain. And we also got Judas, I believe, for beating Mom a second time. Or Mom's heart, for beating Mom's heart. Now we also have access to the Book of Belial. No idea what that does. We'll find out. But we're going to start off by playing as Cain. Cool character name. Pretty sweet. And he also starts off with a Lucky Foot, which should increase our chances of getting good item drops. I don't think it affects anything besides item drops. Maybe the slot machine. Or is it just the slot machines? Something I'll have to look into to make sure I give the exact correct information. But my understanding is just luck increase. We'll take it with a grain of salt on that. But otherwise, nothing too over the top to report. Cain has really good damage, especially starting out. So for Cain, we're probably looking for HP up, maybe even more damage. And we're against Gluttony in one of our first rooms. But as you can see, we're doing good enough damage as it is. My recommendation, stay on top of him as he goes to shoot out his his sporadic attack. Oh, we also got an HP up. Pills here. What is this pill gonna do for us? We got another health up, so we're doing really good on health. That's great. I asked and so it came. So in this part, guys, what we're gonna be learning about in my little segment I like to call "You Learn Something New with Project Arc." You like that? Ah, I love that. I love that every time that happens. So, as it turns out, the one thing we'll be learning about is we're going to be putting decision making and risk versus reward together and deciding, trying to help players like me and players in general who are new at this in making good decisions as far as what is a good decision. Let's take with that Shadow Heart. I value health a lot more than I value bombs, regardless of the fact that bombs are quite a valuable resource. And so I decided to go with the Spirit Heart. And I imagine most times, if you find it as yourself, like there are going to be nuances to how you choose to play the game. But for the most part, what you'll end up finding, we have another pill. We have no idea what it does, but we'll go straight to the item room. And we have Anarchist Cookbook, which that will do is basically sporadically drop a shit ton of bombs all over the screen. I think it just follows a trail behind you, which is not super cool. And we'll just go straight off to the boss room, actually. So as I was saying, making good decisions. There'll be a nuanced set of ideas of what you find helps with your game. We also got range up. So far that freaking foot is doing great for getting us amazing pills that do amazing amounts of beneficial things. Doing really good for health. Got 2 HP ups, a range up, and yeah, I'm very proud of this part. As far as my decision making goes, haven't done much other than that one luck out where I used a bomb to get a bomb and a Spirit Heart. So that's something I really want to work on, guys. Is a lot of people think that it's all about practicing your shooting, but I think a big part of the Binding of Isaac is learning about how to make those crucial decisions. Wow, that didn't even come out right. Those crucial decisions that really affect that end game strategy. You know, that funnel that you may be able to get through with just really good drops, and there will be occasions, but to increase your chances, you got to learn when is the right time to make what decision. Now, when it comes to boss fights, I won't be touching on should you face the boss, should you not face the boss. I mean, this is apparent. You know, you guys can easily make those ones. I'm talking about the nuanced ones, like should I go into the item room? Should I go exploring? And for the most part, I think I make very bad decisions, but purposely. In the sense that I know they have a high risk and the reward I feel would be too great, and that's sort of my problem. We got another HP up, so already way too much health than what we know what to do with. Let's go down to, I believe, the basement 2. Fantastic, I'm excited. With this much health, that's great. I really don't like my spacebar item. These guys are scary when they're on fire. Scary, leapy corpses with no heads. Or on fire, you know, the things that we worry about. Anarchist Cookbook, and I'll show you guys what it does. Yeah, that's what it does. Great, isn't it? Could hurt us, could hurt other people. It's good for rooms that might have, where you suspect you might have the pills here. We got speed up. Wow, pills are doing great with a Lucky Foot. I haven't had that many ups in a single, you know, pill segment in a long time. Most times I end up just getting range down or bad gas. So I'm happy. I don't even need the PhD. With a PhD with a Lucky Foot, I imagine I'd be getting crazy amounts of overpowered pills. But for now, I'm very satisfied with what we're getting. Now, in the early parts, like the basement 1 and 2, you're going to be finding your decision making is limited, extremely so. Other than deciding, do I go straight to the boss room or do I find the item room first, is the only decision you should be really facing yourself. And questions like, if I go to the item room, if I have gone to the item room, should I go straight to the boss or should I explore the entire map? In the early stages of the early levels, when on your first few runs, random spirit heart drop, I'm not going to complain. You should probably be doing that little bit extra exploring that I've been doing to get a feel for the game, to practice enemies and room sets. But as far as like for actual success, the more rooms you go in, the more a risk of the fact that you're gonna get stuck in a corner. Oh, gotta power through that guy. Whew. That was a lot of enemies in this, and I lost my spirit heart already. But you know what? I have lots of health. Lots of health drops as well, so I'm not concerned. Kind of a rough room, especially considered. Didn't have enough damage to really deal with the majority of what was going on. But after that, though, in the early stages, it's almost of no value to do that additional exploring, because you'll find that you'll be playing so many run-throughs that you don't really need to. But for my sake and for your beginner's sake, I suggest you just try and beat as many of the easy rooms as you can as you get a little bit later into the game. I mean, skip the ones, except for the ones that are necessary, as much as possible, because that will be a big part of deciding your victory or your loss. Again, no idea where the item room is. So we're going against Sloth, who I haven't fought in a little while. We'll use the Anarchist Cookbook because I have nothing better to do but to hope that he takes some serious damage, which he did. And Sloth should be dead fairly shortly. And Sloth will be dead in one more shot. Perfect. He killed his own little companion there. We got the Empress, which, if I remember correctly, teleports me to a room. Which room is it? Nope. The Empress gives us overpoweredness, which I wasted. Great! The things I waste on a simple playthrough, the amount of times I get hit by very easy enemies, makes me laugh sometimes. But that's part of knowledge is power, guys. If you know what you're doing, you're going to succeed a lot more than I have. So we have 6 coins. I'll check out, we can get the battery, or Steam sale, or buy back a key or a bomb. Nothing great. And finally, we have made it to the item room. Last room that we visit, so unfortunately for me, I can't show you guys if I'm going to be skipping or not skipping the basement 2, because I had to beat everything. We got Mom's Eye, which is tears up, which means eyes are that we shoot in the back of our head occasionally. Pretty frequently, I would say, considering some of the other tears up skill sets that do that. I can try. There's about 3 spots. No, there's a ton of spots where the secret room could be. I will give this a shot. It has to be a room with 3 sides, and I'm going to keep my 1 bomb for maybe an area with a more for sure thing. Or, you know, bomb the Spirit Rock. Spirit Rock? Shaded Rock. Duke of Flies, one of my favorite bosses to fight in the basement 1 or 2, because of just how predictable and simple he is. The only thing you have to worry about is if the flies start flying off of the Duke. But for the most part, just keep firing in the direction of the Duke of Flies. You'll find you have no issues. The flies that he does shoot out are pretty slow moving. None of them spew anything. I imagine there's probably a champion version of the Duke of Flies who shoots out grandfather flies. And that might be a pain in the keister, but for right now, the Duke of Flies is kind of the easiest boss in the whole world. So far, we haven't had too much major decision-making needing to be made, and that's for good measure. We're really at the beginning of the level. You shouldn't find that you have any difficulties after you've played the game enough. on the basement 1 and 2, regardless of drops or who you are as a character. I know I have been taking damage. I'm going to actually use a Canada's cookbook because I have nothing better to use it on. And took out the boss in about half a second. I want to get that health just in case it fell down. Rotten meat, another HP up. Holy guacamole. We have so much health right now. And this is permanent health, it's not spirit hearts, so also a good likelihood that we'll gain it back. Onto the caves 1. And we have a decision to go in 3 directions. I always like to go down first. That's a lie, I go in whatever direction I feel like. So, in this kind of room, what you want to do is not let anyone get perpendicular to you. If you do that, you will die. You will die, well, I guess parallel would work as well. I'm going to go with parallel. Don't go get parallel to those guys. As you notice, the layout almost lent itself to wanting me to be parallel. I quickly got out of the way because I knew that it would cause me a lot of difficulty. I'm going to, for the most part, focus on the center turrets because the flies are slow moving and just break off of them too. If anything, they're more annoying if you damage them a little too early. And now, as you can see, it's a little easier to deal with. Nothing too major from the flies. I always kind of like the beginning of the Binding of Isaac. It's very calm and simple. Alright, it's not a free chest, but certainly... oh, definitely worth our time. Mom's underwear. My favorite thing to wear on Halloween. Is Mom's underwear. And so now we have an increased range, so we should be almost able to reach from one of the stages, but more than enough to play through the game with a successful run if we were to get things like a damage up. And unfortunately we got cornered, and you gotta not let that happen. As you can see, they're trying very hard for the AI scripts to corner me. I'm gonna try and outspeed them. No, instead I'm outsmarting them. You gotta really think on your feet with these guys, because they like to... The flank almost seems to be in their script. They're definitely trying to swarm you. So, with rooms like this where there's a lot of tight corners and you have to make decisions about, you know, which direction to go in, definitely one that you have to pay attention for. And of course, I very poorly made a bad decision there. I won't have full health to even get an opportunity to go to the mob trap room, but I really doubt. Most times I haven't been really succeeding out when it comes to the mob trap rooms. They haven't been particularly beneficial to me. Well, it does open up now. More importantly, let's go to the item room. We got an odd mushroom, which is not the same mushroom we've gotten before. I think it made us bigger and increased our damage, which I'm not going to complain about. Let's take a look at how much damage. No. Oh my gosh, I have so much trouble with the controls. Unfortunately, with the damage up, I also got an HP up of some kind. So now I'm not at full health, and I'm definitely not going to be able to get a heart and a half out of this room. Never going to be able to 2 hearts out of this room, so definitely not going to be able to visit the mob trap room. Interesting. Oh well. Do have a shadow heart, which is still not full health. I would need another full heart to be able to even visit that room. But we haven't even found where the boss room is yet, which I guess it should be almost like right on top of us, unless I'm missing something. Got half a heart. Apparently there's... Oh yeah, there's nothing. Gonna keep my keys with me, and I'd rather not go to the shop just to try and get 1 heart, just to, on the off chance that the mob trap room has anything of actual value, because it's been a long time since that's happened. These are very slow moving enemies, especially considering my build right now. They're gonna pose no threat. They just seem to be tanking damage though. But there we go. We've taken out 2, and that pretty much all danger is set aside. These guys are unpredictable but very slow. There's no need to even worry about them so long as you keep your distance, especially with increased range. Left or right? Decisions, decisions, decisions. What's the risk of going right? Probably not going to find the boss room on our right. I think we're more likely to find it on our left, just because of the proximity to the item room and the amount of spaces that are available for the... there's only one place where the boss room could be, which is... Oh, I think it can't be right on top of an item room either, so... We'll see how it works out, if I'm correct about how the game is set up, but we should really be focusing on the source of our issues, which is this guy who's shooting flies out of his mouth, and possibly other places if you're not careful. Let's go left, see what we have. Yeah, I made the right call there. I will take a check on just a quick peek on the right. I know it can't be anything beyond maybe like a games room or something, which might be fun to play. We have like 8 coins that I don't really plan on using for the actual shop, as I don't imagine there's going to be anything of huge value. We got some more bombs, so we could find the secret room, as there's only 2 spots where it could be. Oh, don't want to lollygag around with these guys. Importance is to keep moving. As I've taught you guys many times before, don't get stuck on walls, as I've been so easily doing so many times with this game. It's so easy to get stuck on walls. This guy, I'm going to be a little bit more in his face about it. And we're going to bomb this chest. Free items, preferably. Oh, we have full health. I may check out that mob trap room after all. And straight to the secret room. And we have a slot machine. So, you know, we have 8 coins. Let's play the slot machine. I know I'm a bit of a gambling addict. Oh, nice. We got a nickel. If we somehow got another nickel... No, not going to probably happen. I would actually check out the item room if I got more than 15 coins. But it's likely unlikely to happen. Got an extra key. You're not going to complain. Man, there's a ton of light. Oh, we got a pretty fly for ourselves, which is great. I love getting pretty flies. They're extremely helpful with boss battles, especially me taking so much damage. Damage up would be great. I don't think we're going to be seeing that from the slot machine. And even though we have increased luck, doesn't really mean a heck of a lot for the slot machine, it seems. Seems to be pretty, you know, generic, other than getting that pretty fly a little earlier than normal when I spend all my money at the slot machine. And I'm officially broke. Gotta ask my friends to loan me a couple, like a 20 bucks, just to make sure that I can pay my rent, because I've spent too much gambling. I wonder if the Binding of Isaac... I wonder if there's like a rent mechanic I haven't discovered yet. More importantly, what awaits us in this glorious room? Stupid chest. I'm not gonna even frickin' bother. Bother? Wow, Newfoundlanders, I kind of picked up your lingo, and it's bothering the crap out of me. More importantly, or to the point, I should say, we're gonna head off to the boss room. You know what that means? We might get a fantastically lucky Peep. Let's hope we get a good item, a good room set up so I can deal with Peep a little better. A little bit closer quarters than I like with Peep, but you know what? Not a big deal. I'm going to use the Anarchist Cookbook. And of course he would fall right into my trap. And that did open up some more space for us to use with Peep. He's just peeing himself keep peeing yourself, bro. Whatever, just do your thing. If Peep, just watch those projectiles. Whoa! Oh, and now both of his eyes are out. This is a little dangerous because I don't have a lot of damage up. So hopefully, I just keep it simple. Stupid. Kissed me. Oh. Trying to keep my range too. Don't want to get too uncomfortably close. Dog is... Oh! Being a hassle at the door. I have no idea, guys, if you guys can hear my dog. He's whining. He wants to come in. He wants to join in the fun of the Binding of Isaac. No. No, you can't join the fun. No. Oh, God, this is stressful. Oh. Well, you know what? I have so much health. I am not used to having this much health on any, like, this early in the game or at any point in the game. Taking stupid damage. Could have been easy to take almost no damage against Peep, but you know what? We have more HP up. Fantastic. I'm looking very much forward to continuing our adventures in the Binding of Isaac with relative to no issue. Hopefully. Let's take a look. Alright. So now we have Larry Jr. as our kind of single-off enemy, but only one of them. Not a big deal. Unfortunately, my dogs are both, how do I say this? Pussies. And anytime there is a lightning storm, they both freak the crap out and need to spend as much time as possible with anyone else other than themselves. So they like to, you know, just go anywhere where there's people, because they... I know, lightning is scary. Happens pretty frequently. Just a random spirit heart drop. But that thunder is loud. Wow. Let's hope my computer does not crash. That would suck. Normally, we're going to use our bomb to get a bomb. And use a key. Spend a key. And we got some definite bonus in that. That was well worth our time. Got some major coinage. We can actually go to the shop. Make a worthwhile trip to the shop. Let's do it. It's greed. It's always greed. It's always greed whenever I want something. He shoots out and I lose money? Oh. Anytime I take damage, he takes my money. You are a jerk. Greed is a jerk. Stop taking my money, Greed. It's mine. You can't have it. I earned it. I earned all the money. I earned my money. I earned your money. There we go. There's all my money. And we got even more money. Great. And a key. So can't even spend it. Hopefully there's a slot machine to feed my addiction. I can't really get to that without damaging myself. Not really worth it considering I don't need it. If there was an item room where I needed the coinage, I might give it a shot. Or if I felt like the next time I pulled that lever on the slot machine, it would be the most successful one I've ever done, I might give it a shot. But considering where I am right now, it is a bad decision to make. Generally speaking, do not take damage for money. Even I can't see too many situations where you would be. Wow, this is just brutal. There we go. Took out 2 of the turrets with it, but not before taking out a lot of damage. I don't know if there's really much I could have done to make that room go a little smoother, but that's how we learn. We learn through trial, error, and a lot of loss, especially with the Binding of Isaac. Trial and error. Might end up talking about that as a gameplay mechanic in the Binding of Isaac and a lot of other video games to date. People love their trial and error for looking for success. Hopefully this guy goes down soon. There we go. Good stuff. And with ease, we get a free pill. Full health. Awesome. We got a Mr. Mega. So that increases our blast damage on our bombs. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to also check for the secret room. Just right on the other side here. It might be... I'm a little surprised by the layout. Seems a little small. And that's for good reason, because the boss room is many rooms away. This makes sense. I believe there's like a minimum quota, especially when you're in the caves too, for how many rooms you have to face before the good old-fashioned death befalls you. Wow, I'm just... picked up a spirit heart to lose a spirit heart. You know me, so pro at this game, giving out pro tips like it's candy, and can't even handle most of the situation I encounter on a day-to-day basis. Took silly damage because I'm stubborn. Stubborn like an old goat. A goat? Stubborn goats? Yeah, like an old goat. I'm stubborn like an old goat. Someone draw that. Just send me a picture of the stubborn old goat. I'd appreciate it. Still don't have enough health to go to the mob trap room. Boss room. Anywhere. Fistula. I am not looking forward to this room full of fists. Chulas. Well, Jesus. You know what? Anarchist cookbook. Screw it. I'm not dealing with this. There we go. When all else fails, use the Anarchist cookbook to blow everything up. And by everything, I mean everything. So there's only 2 rooms where the secret room could be. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. And some money. Not that we particularly need it. Even more money. So we're rich. Unfortunately, the boss room doesn't seem to be anywhere in sight. Wow. It is far. We did not luck out with the boss room placement. Considering how much health I've lost, I'm a little disappointed. But you know what? It's a lot of health. It still is a lot of health. And hopefully we're able to succeed despite the fact that he's so bad at this game. Look at this. This should not be this hard. Or at least it doesn't seem like it should be this hard. Just trying to get any of them. It seems like they have like a mentality of whenever one of them dies, everyone run flank. We have to protect the weak one behind. Ugh. Try to sneak off a couple shots before they... Oh my gosh. This is stupid. This is just stupid. Okay, of course. I just was, you know, desperately trying to do anything there. Wasted 2 bombs just trying to get through this room. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? This is harder than most boss rooms. Are you, like, seriously, Binding of Isaac? Seriously? Are you doing this right now? Oh my god. Oh, I had to take... Look how much damage I've taken 3 hearts on 4 of these guys in a tight room. Oh my god. Wow. And they need to take 1 whole heart of damage every time they hit, right? Oh my gosh. Oh. Of course, if you're any bit inaccurate like I am, you do not... Wow. Like, really? Oh, I'm ready to just rage quit at this point. No way I'm succeeding with that kind of play. And again, Fistula. Another tough room to keep track of everything that is going on all the time. Gonna back myself into a corner in hopes that this is somehow able to help me succeed, but realistically, probably not. Oh my gosh, I have 2.5. I have 2 hearts. Correction. 2 whole hearts. Man. This is not looking good. You know, and I got so much... Look how much HP I could have right now. I need like a full health pill. I need something. That's not what I needed. This room was cruel. This whole area was just super cruel. Caves 2 was not nice to me. And this seems to where everything seems to fall apart for me too. The Caves 2 is always the spot where I get... the difficulty curve rises so steeply you just don't see it coming. And unfortunately this is going to be a long taking room as well because of the infinite spawning flies. And hopefully we can sneak in and take out a couple enemies. I really got to work on my aiming. That might be something that I suggest everyone else work on as well. Oh boy. Unfortunately, the gameplay in The Binding of Isaac has been remarkably linear. At least I've been finding for the most runs, and of course, you can't be the end of a room without taking damage. I'm ready to. Might be the speed that's throwing me off or something, but so this is it. We have 1.5 hearts against Gertie. Not the best against Gertie, so I don't imagine I'll be getting out of this alive. I'm gonna use the Anarchist Cookbook, and to not my favor. Let's just hope. Let's just hope as a collective that we come together. I don't get hit even one more time. That would just be terrible if I just ran into easy to dodge damage. Hopefully maybe our pretty fly will sacrifice its life for the benefit of us. And again, I could have died there pretty easily. So far this is working out pretty good. Oh, fuck. Oh, and that'll pretty much do it for this playthrough of The Binding of Isaac. I do apologize, guys. I'm working on it. My hardcore skill. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part, and hopefully we'll be able to actually beat The Binding of Isaac. This game is hard.